assessment and learning too. So, hello everyone, good morning. So, before anything else, let me introduce myself first. I am Miss Angeline Loria, the first reporter for this morning. So, my other members will be speaking also later. So, they are Miss Gisela Tivio, Miss Michelle Lusong, Miss Kathleen Madara, and Miss Angel May Maceda. So, by the way, you can get some coffee if you want for you to relax while watching this video lesson. So, the content of my report, we will be having a lecture discussion about the features and principles and also the purposes of portfolio assessment. So, lesson one, we have the features and principles of portfolio assessment. But before that, let us first define what is a portfolio. So, portfolio is a purposeful collection of student work that exhibits the student's efforts, progress, and achievement in one or more areas. So it means that yung portfolio is like an album. But yung pinagkaiba lang is instead of photos yung ilalagay, ang nilalagay natin is yung outputs from learning. So tandaan, outputs from learning. So it helps students to reflect on their learning kung may improvement ba o wala. And I'm pretty sure that all of us are very familiar in this one. Kasi way back when we were in elementary and of course during high school, yung portfolio is very usual or very ordinary na. Kasi yan yung lagi sa atin na pinapagawa ng mga teachers. It's because it is one of the assessment tools our teacher uses in evaluating our performance and works. So let us now proceed to the features and principles of portfolio assessment. So we have four. First, we have a portfolio is a form of assessment that students do together with their teachers. So do together with their teachers. So here is hindi lang naman yung students yung involved dito sa paggawa ng portfolio. Of course, yung teachers as well. So bakit? It's because they are the one giving instructions and guidance sa mga students kung paano or ano yung mga gagawin nila. Right? So, from planning, execution, and evaluation, yung teacher, together with the students, formulate their objectives so that the students know what outcomes are expected from them. So, nagiging interactive assessment na kasi there is an interaction between the students and teachers. So next we have it represents a selection of what the students believe are the best included from among the possible collection of things related to the concept being studied. So, sa paggawa ng portfolio, yung students will only choose the best out of all the products to include in their portfolio kasi it will serve as their data of learning and putting the best works is essential. So yung teachers can give advice sa mga students and i-assist sila in choosing what to include on the portfolio. But yung final decision is lies to the students themselves. So since yung portfolio is a representation of what the students believe are important concept. So kumbaga, by asking students to generate their own criteria, yung teacher is matutulungan niya yung students na maging actively engaged doon sa learning process and magkaroon ng deeper understanding on the material being studied. So, in my case naman, yung na-experience ko is hindi lang basta nag-assist yung teacher namin or hindi lang kami basta namili kung ano yung ilalagay namin doon or what to include on the portfolio. So, talagang ni-required niya na lahat ng activities and outputs, also the quizzes, must be included there. And making sure na wala talagang na-miss na ilagay kasi doon siya magbe-based in giving grades plus the design of the portfolio. So next we have a portfolio provides samples of the student's work which show growth over time. So, like what I just said a while ago, portfolio allows the students to reflect on their performance para malaman if they're improving or not. So, with the help of portfolio, students can assess of or malalaman nila kung ano yung strengths and weaknesses nila. And after that, they can create ways on how to improve those weaknesses. So the next one, we have the criteria for selecting and assessing the portfolio contents must be clear to the teacher and the students at the outset of the process. So having a clear criteria or yung rubrics kung tawagin, 'di ba, for evaluating the content is napaka-importante para yung teacher can truly assess the performance of the students, and also they can give accurate feedbacks to the students that they can use for the improvement. And sa mga students naman is malalaman nila kung ano ba yung mga considerations for grading. So kapag hindi clear yung rubrics, there are instances na mawala both teachers and students in assessing portfolio. So that's it. So let us now proceed to the purposes of portfolio assessment. So I think we have 10 purposes. So first we have portfolio assessment matches assessment to teaching. So this means that the assessment process is aligned with the teaching methods used in the classroom, sa loob ng classroom. So, for example, if yung teacher is gumagamit ng project or proyekto bilang pamamaraan sa pagtuturo, so, yung portfolio assessment ay magiging project din para maipakita ang nangyaring pagkatuto. So, next one is portfolio assessment has clear goals. In fact, they are decided on the beginning of instruction and are clear to the teacher and students alike. So the goals of portfolio assessment are set at the beginning of the learning process and are clearly communicated or malinaw yun both to the teacher and sa students. So the next one, portfolio assessment gives a profile of learners' abilities in terms of depth, breadth, and growth. So it provides a comprehensive views of a student's abilities. So kung baga na bibigay ito ng malawakang larawan sa kakayahan ng isang estudyante, including their strengths and areas for improvements. So portfolio assessment is a tool for assessing a variety of skills not normally testable in a single setting for traditional testing. So portfolio assessment allows for a more holistic assessment of a student's skills na hindi madaling masukat sa traditional na pamamaraan like creativity and critical thinking. Portfolio assessment develops awareness of students' own learning. So through the process of collecting and reflecting of their work, students become more aware sa kung paano sila mag-improve in that area. Portfolio assessment caters to individuals in a heterogeneous class. So portfolio assessment allows for individualization of assessment, which is especially important sa mga diverse classroom where students have different learning styles and needs. Portfolio assessment develops social skills. Students interact with other students in the development of their own portfolio. So it means that through portfolio assessment, new students are given the opportunity to work and collaborate sa ibang tao. So by doing so, they develop their social skills and matututo sila to to effectively communicate and work with others. So, portfolio assessment develops independent and active learners. So, it encourages students to take charge of their own learning and become more independent. So, it also motivates to be more active in their learning process. So, next we have portfolio assessment can improve motivation for learning and this achievement. So, students are given the opportunity to reflect on their learning progress and accomplishment. So, this can increase the motivation to learn and achieve more. And the last but not the least, portfolio assessment provides opportunity for student teacher dialogue. So it promotes communication and also collaboration between student and sa mga teachers. And it provides a platform for students to discuss their learning goals, also the progress and challenges with their teachers. So that's it. That's all from my report. Hope you've learned something and thank you so much.